Well, good morrow, my friends. Welcome back to Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. I love you, you love me. There's mutual glorious affection. How are you? I hope you are having a delightful day, and that's been a fantastic week. We're not here on our normal Tuesday morning. I was recovering from a very long fair and tour guiding weekend. By tour guiding, I'm here in Salem, Massachusetts, doing my summer job. But we are here on Friday, and we're going to be here on Friday next week too. So that is my overall plan, as you might say. I hope that you are enjoying yourselves as well. Maybe you already have your nice, fantastic coffee. I have mine. Let's start things off with a nice, noisy slurp right now. good internet audio. I don't care who you are. My friends, it is so delightful to be back here with you. I'm here in my Massachusetts summer home that I share with my friend, Adri. And it is a delightful morning. I have a cat over there in the corner. Not one of mine, but my, let's call her my niece, my nibbling. Sabby, Sabbatha the Great, Sabby the Tabby. She is over there keeping me company this morning. And we are together going to write something fantastic and wonderful today here in the writer's room. But before we get into all that, remember, if you are watching on Twitch, you can subscribe and help out the show. You can become a Patreon saint, a grand saint even, patreon.com/nat21adventures, and watch the show on twitch.tv/nat21adventures. If you are an Amazon Prime member, you can get a free month of a Twitch subscription, so consider spending that with us. Also, over on YouTube, go like and subscribe to the show. Ring the bell for notifications, letting you know when I'm live and I have new videos. And you can do the same thing on Facebook, where this show also streams live. Do all of the things, and even, my friends, head over to Linktree. That's linktree.shakespeare.approves, or scan the QR code that is up in the corner of your screen right now, to follow me on all of my social media. And that is the only way I judge my self-worth in life. After all, I am a millennial. And follow me everywhere, do all the things, and get all of my information about upcoming shows and stuff. And so let's do the thing. Let's do it all. While you're there, you can even go to my Substack and subscribe to my Substack. That's Shakespeare. What is the Substack? There it is. ShakespeareApproves.substack.com, and click that QR code, which is different from the first QR code that I showed you. Go do the thing. All the things, yeah. I really appreciate it. I need to get a new Substack out there. But what are we here? What are we doing? What are we talking about? Well, my friends, we are here today to write a sonnet. Well, what is a sonnet? Well, a sonnet is a 14-line poem. It has 3 4-line stanzas. The first line, line A, rhymeth with the third line, line C. The second, line B, rhymeth with the fourth line, line D. And you repeat that formula for all 3 stanzas. It closes off with a rhyming couplet, and it's all done in iambic pentameter, which is 10 syllables per line. So how does that work? Well, I basically bop, 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 bop. Or shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Now, each of these 2-syllable phrases is called an iamb. IAMB. It's a metrical foot consisting of 1 short or unstressed syllable, followed by 1 long or stressed syllable. And as you saw on the previous screen, you can also go to hendecasyllabic, which is 11 syllables if need arises. So hopefully all of that is as clear as mud. And our golden mean, though, is iambic pentameter, 10 syllables per line. So right here we have our document. What is it going to be about? Well, let's find out together. Right here, you can see it says ode to. For every sonnet is an ode to something, and this sonnet shall be no different. And right below that, we have our candy jar or our coffee jar. That is where we put our lines that we like and are not yet sure what to do with. And sometimes we even make an entire poem out of them. So stop getting your suggestions of what we're writing about into the comments right now. And while we are waiting for you to get your suggestions in, let us read last week's sonnet. So last week's sonnet, Get Away to the Gates of Hell, or What I Did on My Summer Vacation. It's a great name. We did that on July 14th. So the car air conditioner is broken, and there is a detour sign on the road. And the only word there that is spoken is an oath. I must lay down my weary load. Hell replies with echoes from its ancient mark. Pippin, you're adorable little man. Their eyes, stars that died within the endless dark. Standing by, bewildered demon Etrigan. The hotel room has wonderful cool air. I stand there absolutely dripping wet. A lone grey cat, chaotic statue, stood there. I fear that it's going to get hotter yet. Pippin goeth off to the gates of hell. He's a cat. He'll go where he will. So that was a really good poem that we wrote last time. What are we writing about today? I see we have a suggestion in the comments already from Kathy over on YouTube of Ode to Kittens. Always a good and evergreen suggestion. Get your suggestions in as we also talk about how a few other things and do some adverts. So, my friends, you can head over to ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare if you'd like to support the show and buy me a cup of coffee, like right here. It's good internet audio. I don't care who you are. And in fact, let's have a nice bit of British ASMR. Oh, I went down south to see my gal singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. I don't know why that was my go-to. That was weird. Over at ko-fi.com/Shakespeare, you can get your own sonnet commissioned as well, such as one of these beauties right here. You can also support the show if you'd like. Support me by buying my albums. I have 2 albums over on Bandcamp. So at shakespeareapproves.bandcamp.com, I have Those Midsummer Nights, which is Shakespeare Sometimes Study Guide, and Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare. And you can even support the show by becoming a Patreon of the Arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. Patreon.com/Shakespeare, tier start at $3. Go to $30. Everybody does get the same rewards, and I'd like to welcome brand new Patreons of the Arts, Brianna and Alex. Thank you so very much for joining. And well, there we go. Upcoming shows. What are we doing? Well, goodness gracious, there it is. This weekend, I'm at the Maine Renaissance Fair. It starts at 10 a.m. in beautiful Acton, Maine, and I'm sharing the pavilion stage with the Bardlings or the Rowdy Rovers, whatever name they're using this week, Les Esmore, and Frances Drake, the Pirate Queen. My show times are 11:20, 1:20, and 3:20, 3 different shows each day, and 1:20 is likely to be my Macbeth Death by Fluffy Kittens, unless I start off the day with that. No one really knows, or I could end the day with it. Again, no one really knows. And we also, what else am I doing? Oh, right. So I'm there through August 2nd. And then Summerween in Salem kicks off proper for me. I am at the Black Cat Curiosity Shop and Black Cat Tours, working in the shop as Jack, the shop wizard, and lead adventurer, and also giving tours under the same name. I do historical guided tours, I do ghost tours, and even some ghoulish ones called the Moonlight Prowl. So join me in Salem for all of that nonsense. I'll be here through the end of the month. End of August, that is. And then I head off to the Sparta, New Jersey Renaissance Festival, September 5th through 20th. The Scranton Fringe Festival, I can finally announce it for real in all of the platforms. My show, Midsummer, a gay old time, almost a musical, the long version, not the Ren Fair version, is going to be happening October 2nd and 5th. And that is going to be a lot of fun. Ticket links are going to be coming available over the next week or so, and I'll be able to get those up. It's going to be performing at Strange Birds in Scranton. And then the Maryland Renaissance Festival, October 3rd through 25th. So yes, I will be doing the first weekend of the Maryland Renaissance Festival while I'm also doing my Fringe show. So yeah, I'm going to be a very busy boy that weekend. That goes through October 25th, and then Louisiana Renaissance Festival, November 7th through December 13th, and also a few extra Salem dates are going to be in there as well. Some in September, and also Halloween week. So join me for all of that goodness. What did I just do? That was weird. Join me for all of that goodness as What I hate that. That was so weird and dumb. Join me for all of that goodness as we do it all. So, what are we writing about today? We have an ode to kittens and ode to close companions, recommended by Screaming Dragon. Ode to close companions. I like that. Yeah, I'm going to say that because kittens can also fit into that category. So, yeah, ode to close companions is our topic for today. So, let us start writing. Remember, we are looking for 10 syllables per line. And can I type in? Right at the same time. We're looking for 10 syllables per line. If we're a little short, we can fill it out. If we're a little long, we can cut it back. So start getting your line suggestions into the comments right now as we're talking about all of that. So Screaming Dragons, fantastic suggestion. Ode to close companions is our topic today. And we have some folks who are normally not here. William Stoneburner, perfect timing, says he. Just came from earning yield dough. Well, welcome, William. Good to have you here from Texas. And it's lovely to see some different faces here on this beautiful Friday morning. So let's get our lines in here. Close companion. Okay. I have an idea for a line, but I'm not sure if it's good, but I'm going to write it down anyway. Close companions cannot be overstated. All right, there we go. Their importance cannot be overstated. There we go. Their importance cannot be overstated. That's 11 lines in dacasyllabic. So we can make it can't be overstated as well if we need to. That's 10 iambic pentameter. I have seen us and all our faults through thick and thin. They've seen us and our faults through times thick and thin. 11 right there. All right. I actually like those two lines there. I'm going to open up my rhyming dictionary here as well. I like to use the Rhyme Zone, which I believe is from Merriam-Webster. And they are absolutely fantastic. And it's a beautiful tool to use when creating poetry, as we do here, my friends. So, Screaming Dragon has a good line here. And that hopefully will help. There we go. Bring great comfort in times of your need. And you know what I'm going to do? And hopefully you can still hear me, my friends. I'm going to reload my page. Oh, it looks like we're coming back into working fine. Well done. All right, there we go. I was about to reload everything and then ask you to just bear with me. But here we go. They bring great comfort in times of your need. They bring great comfort in times of your need. Linda over on Facebook saying, hi, Shakespeare, bad signal on my phone. See you this weekend. Looking forward to seeing you, my friend, over at the main Renaissance Fair. Thanks for joining. And let's see. So the fun thing is, the times of our need and overstated are actually a good slant line. So slant rhyme right there. Kathy right here with weekends are more fun when they are nearby. That also works. Weekends are more fun when they are nearby. So well done, Kathy. All right. All right, I like these three lines right here. So, yeah, let's bring them in. I think the weekends are more fun when they are nearby will work very well for the next stanza. So this actually works rather well at this moment. So their importance can't be overstated. They've seen us and our faults through times thick and thin. To bring great comfort in times of our need. They are our dearest, our closest companions. They are our dearest, closest companions. There we go! That good slant line. Their importance can't be overstated. They've seen us and our faults through times thick and thin. They bring great comfort in times of our need. They are our dearest, closest companions. All right, so a lot of slant rhyming happening right here, but that is well. All right. We have a good line here from Kathy. Weekends are more fun when they are nearby. I think that is a great way to start it off. So let's bring that in. And we have used all 5 lines that we have. I'm shocked that I've written as much as I have thus far myself. I'm usually the editor for this project, but that is well, because every once in a while I do need to write something myself. Ha ha. Ha ha. What was that? I have no idea. I'm apparently a kookaburra. That is what I am. I'm a kookaburra sitting in the old gum tree. Marry, marry, king of the bushes, me. All right. Love kookaburra, gay your life must be. All right, my friends. Continuing on. Let's see. Their importance can't be overstated. They've seen us and our faults through times thick and thin. They bring great comfort in times of our need. They're our dearest, closest companions. Weekends are more fun when they are nearby. In laughter and tears, they are always here. In laughter and tears, they always are here. That's good. Let's just throw it in right now. In laughter and tears, they always are here. Let's also not make it them, because right now I feel like this poem is insinuating that our closest companions are doing all of the emotional work here, and we are just getting all of the benefit. And I think that we need to, in this poem, also show a little bit of balance there. That there needs to be uh, a bit of evenness. Laughter and tears. Weekends are more fun when they are nearby. In laughter and tears, they are always here. We can be their shoulder. We can be their shoulder if they need a cry. Oh, that's actually not bad. We can be their shoulder if they need a cry. Reverend Tommy's here saying Friday surprise. Yes, because we weren't able to do the show on Tuesday. And also next Friday is going to be writing sonnets with Shakespeare as well. So this Friday, today, as we're doing this right now, and also next Friday. So huzzah. Yes, fun way to enter the weekend. We can be their shoulder if they need a cry. We can be their shoulder if they need a cry. We can be their shoulder. Yeah. We offer our shoulder if they need a cry. Yeah, we offer our shoulder. There we go. Ah. There we go. We offer our shoulder if they need a cry. Cheer rhymes with here. Fear, beer. Sear, queer. Dear. And after and tears, they are always here. We offer a shoulder if they need a cry. Kathy, I'm suggesting some lines here. Furry companion can lighten the day. Purr and meow, the blues go away. It's grand. And then, oh, Reverend Tommy, I'm so very sorry. I just lost a friend affair. I am so very, very sorry for that, my friend. That is never easy. That is, frankly, the roughest. And you have my true sympathies, my friend. I'm truly sorry and I hope that this offers a little bit of solace, a little bit of comfort, maybe. But oh, and you just did NJ for the first time with his dog. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. So this was sudden. I'm so very sorry. Ugh, that is genuinely terrible. Oh goodness gracious. They have my thoughts and my good wishes, but oh wow, that is very rough indeed. Ah, goodness. let's see what we can offer here in terms of good words. Surgery complications. That's gallbladder surgery. Should not lead to that. Ugh, that's ridiculous. My heart goes out to his family. Ugh, that was very rough. Back to our poem. Weekends are more fun when they're nearby, and laughter and tears, they are always here. We offer our shoulder if they need a cry. We share our joy. We share their joy. We share their joy in their times of good cheer. All right, so far we have their importance can't be overstated. They've seen us and our faults through times thick and thin. They bring great comfort in times of our need. They are our dearest, closest companions. Weekends are more fun when they're nearby. In laughter and tears, they always are here. We offer our shoulder if they need a cry. We share their joy in their times of good cheer. What else can we say? Oh, goodness gracious. It's not always easy. Not always fun. Far too often, real life gets in the way. Spending time together through good and bad. Love that. All right. It's not always easy, not always fun. Far too often, real life gets in the way. Let us enjoy our fleeting days in the sun. Let us enjoy our fleeting days in the sun. and tell them the things, and tell them the things that we need to say. Yeah. It's not always easy, not always fun. Far too often real life gets in the way. Let us enjoy our fleeting days in the sun and tell them the things that we need to say. I like this as the middle and then move this one to the end. Let's try this. Let's try this real quick. Bear with me, my friends. Weekends are more fun when they are nearby. In laughter and tears, they are always here. We offer our shoulder if they need a cry. We share their joy in times of good cheer. It's not always easy, not always fun. Far too often real life gets in the way. Let us enjoy our fleeting days in the sun and tell them the things that we need to say. Their importance can't be overstated. They've seen us and our faults through times thick and thin. They bring great comfort in times of our need. They are our dearest, closest companions. And then I like that, yeah. So the first stanza we wrote is actually our last. And then let's write the final couplet here. Hold on, I have an idea for a line. So let me see. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Friends, my friend to the end. What does that mean? You're my friend to the end. You're my friend to the end. What does that mean? You're my friend to the end. Internal line. What does that mean? Our bond never stops. Good, bad, and in between. Nope. Wait. You're my friend to the end. What does that mean? Our bond never fails. Good, bad. Our bond never fails. Good, bad, and in between. Let's try that. No. No, I don't like that line. Don't like that line. Nope. All right. Let's say shade green, maureen, moss green, urine, pea green, phosphine. May queen, latrine, string bean, styrene, windscreen, Yistring, 1615, Aberdeen, Atlantine, Bowling Green. What? Butterbean. That's funny. Cocoa bean. You're my chocolate bar. You're my chocolate bar. I'm your cocoa bean. That'd be cute. That's kind of cute. I'm your chocolate bar. You're my chocolate bar. I'm your cocoa bean. Or coffee bean. Chocolate bar. All right. That line will work, though I'm not in love with it. And if you have a better line, let's get it in there. Clementine, chlorophene, cinnamine, cornelian, diamine, escosine, Florentine, Frankenstein, dear sweet God. Limousine. Friend to the end, what does that mean? You know what? I think that'll work. I actually think that will work, my friends. All right. So we use most of the lines written here. And we have 3 good lines to use for another day. All right. Ode to close companions. And influenced a little bit by a loss in the community, for which, again, Reverend told me I'm so very sorry. But let's see what we have here. Let's do it. Let's read through this. Weekends are more fun when they are nearby, and laughter and tears, they are always here. We offer our shoulder if they need a cry. We share their joy in times of good cheer. It's not always easy, not always fun. Far too often, real life gets in the way. Let us enjoy our fleeting days in the sun and tell them the things that we need to say. Their importance can't be overstated. They've seen us and our faults through times thick and thin. They bring great comfort in times of our need. They're our dearest, closest companions. You're my friend to the end. What does that mean? I'm your chocolate bar. You're my coffee bean. That's a cute end. I like that. I think the title then is Chocolate Bars and Coffee Beans. All right, I think that'll work for today. Yeah, it's rare if you are a frequent joiner of our writers' room, if you're a frequent viewer of the show, that I write most of the poem myself. But sometimes that happens. And today was one of those days. And I think this is a pretty good poem. So, yeah, I like it. Well, let's wrap things up. Friends, if you have enjoyed this half as much as I have enjoyed doing it with you, then I've enjoyed it twice as much as you have. And that's called math. That being the case, if you'd like to support the show, you certainly can do so. You can become a Patreon of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. Patreon.com/Shakespeare lets you support the show on a recurring basis. And I'd like to thank brand new members, brand new patrons, Brianna and Alex. Thank you so very much for joining. And all tiers start at $3, go up to $30. Everybody does get the same rewards. So money is tight, and I have no intention of changing that anytime in the near future. We're going to be doing an August virtual meet and greet sometime in August, probably towards the end of the month. And I will be hanging out and doing an ASA, Ask Shakespeare Anything. So be on the lookout for that. It's probably going to be on Tuesday, I would imagine, at this point. And we will see how that flows out for the month of August. If you would like to buy me a cup of coffee, you can certainly do so by going to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. Coffee.com/Shakespeare, and buy me a cup. And let's have one last noisy slurp right now. And it's good internet audio. Over there at coffee.com/Shakespeare, you can either just buy me a cuppa for £3 or get your own sonnet commissioned for 20. And you can get an example like this right here. You can also buy my albums if you'd like to support the show. I have 2 albums over on Bandcamp, ShakespeareApproves.bandcamp.com. There's Midsummer Nights, Shakespeare's Summertime Study Guide, and Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare. Bandcamp Friday is coming up quite soon. I believe it's going to be 2 Fridays from now. So join me for all of that. And then join me on all of my social medias, my friends. You can go to my brand new Substack. I have by going to ShakespeareApproves.substack.com or scanning that QR code right there. And you can even follow me on all of my socials. It is the only way I judge my self-worth in life. By going to my Linktree. It's Linktree/Shakespeare.approves. That's Linktree.e/Shakespeare.approves, and go to that QR code right there. Thank you so very much for joining me today on Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. Gareth saying, Shakespeare here on a Friday. It's not Tuesday. I didn't know you were on. So sorry for that. Yeah, I wasn't able to do it this Tuesday. But here we are. We're here today, and we are also here next Friday, and then we'll likely get back to the regular Tuesday schedule. So thank you for that. But my friends, let's do one final reading of our poem. Well, a pretty decent poem, I think, today. So let's get to that. Let's get back to that right here. So our poem, Chocolate Bars and Coffee Beans. Weekends are more fun when they are nearby, and laughter and tears, they always are here. We offer our shoulder if they need a cry. We share their joy and their times of good cheer. It's not always easy, not always fun. Far too often, real life gets in the way. Let us enjoy our fleeting days in the sun and tell them the things that we need to say. Their importance can't be overstated. They've seen us and our faults through times thick and thin. They bring great comfort in times of our need. They are our dearest, closest companions. You're my friend to the end. What does that mean? I'm your chocolate bar. You're my coffee bean. Pretty decent poem, I think, for today. Thank you so much for joining me, my friends. Join me this weekend back at the main Renaissance Fair. That is going to be a lot of good fun. And there we go. My show times 11:20, 1:20, and 3:20. I'm sharing this on Pavilion Stage with Les S. Moore and Francis Drake, the Pirate Queen, and the Rowdy Rovers / Bardlings. And that goes through August 2nd. Then join me here in Salem for Summer Ween. All through the month of August, I'll be working at the Black Cat Curiosity Shop as Jack, the shop wizard and lead adventurer, and also taking out some guided tours, ghost tours, history tours, that sort of thing, and even a Moonlight Prowler too. Then the Spot in New Jersey Renaissance Festival, September 5 through 20. Scranton Fringe Festival, I'll be debuting my show. Shakespeare's Midsummer, A Gay Old Time, Almost a Musical. That will be on Friday the 2nd and Monday the 5th. And then the Maryland Renaissance Festival starting that weekend, October 3rd through 25th, back to Salem at points in there, including Halloween. And then the Louisiana Renaissance Festival, November 7th through December 13th. So, my friends, that's basically it for today. Thanks very much for joining me. Always remember, I love you, you love me. There is mutual glorious affection. You are not in this alone. None of us are. And I really look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care and keep writing. Bye-bye.